Hello, everyone. I hope you are all doing well. Welcome to the second module in IPE 520. This particular video is just going to be a quick synopsis of the module, the content, and assignments therein to kind of help you navigate and get started. What you'll find is this particular module has a lot of lecture video content. It is more video heavy. The assignments are somewhat minimal. I'm going to walk you through that here momentarily. However, I wanted to address a few administrative items with you all first. One note that I want to make regarding textbooks is I'm going to allow until the next module, roughly a week and a half out, for everyone to secure their textbooks. You will absolutely need them by that point. The grading and the assignments will be based on reading and understanding of some of that content, so you want to make sure that you have those textbooks. If you run into any issues getting those, let me know and I'm happy to help, but you will need both the APA publication manual and our course textbook. Another point to make would be regarding your initial writing packet. So what I do in this class is after everyone completes their initial diagnostic writing and research assignment, I go back through word for word, sentence by sentence, paragraph by paragraph, and provide you with tons of feedback. And this feedback and information I provide you with is going to be somewhat of a guiding document. It's going to be a guiding packet of information that's going to help you kind of assess what are some common issues in your writing, what do I need to improve. Part of that initial writing packet is that I put together what we call a publisher report, and it lists strategies and specific items. Think of it as your to-do list of how to improve your writing and to create a stronger academic tone. So it is a tangible to-do list for how to improve your writing. You will use the feedback from this initial packet throughout the rest of the semester. So it's really important when you get that to review it in detail and don't just brush over it. I am working to grade all of those because of the detail that goes into providing that level of feedback. It does take some time. It's quite time intensive. So it will take me another week and a half, 2 weeks to get those out to everyone. Some may get them sooner than others. Just please be patient with me as I work to grade and provide the feedback that's going to be important to your success. Finally, I want to make a point of making sure you've secured your device, laptop, actual computer device with a keyboard, as I mentioned in last week's videos. You will absolutely need a drafting device so we can begin composing these documents and starting your research process starting next week. So it's important that you've secured your device. It's also important that you have some type of location with a high-speed internet connection, because we will be engaging in collaboration sessions within the next week or two, probably the next 2 or 3 weeks actually. And those are going to be your one-on-one meetings with me. So by the point that we schedule those meetings, you will have received your feedback from me, and we will discuss all of that feedback in person and discuss some strategies and ways that you can improve. So those meetings will be considered as our class's synchronized Zoom sessions. So instead of all of us meeting collectively at one time, 3 to 4 times throughout the semester, we are instead meeting one-on-one at multiple times throughout the semester. So I find that's most helpful to everyone. That's the way we can increase specific and unique feedback that's specific to you. So we will operate that way moving forward. However, just make sure you have some kind of connection or a designated space with a connection so that we can meet when that time happens. Of course, it will be included in a module with full instructions that will happen at that time. So yeah, I'm going to just brush through real quickly here, just a brief overview. So our second module is here. The difference with this module is that it's organized slightly differently. So there's a main module page. I have a short introduction up here. Our checklist of module content is here. You'll find that most of what you're doing this week is watching lecture video content and taking notes. So if you scroll down, this is where our introductory video will be. The two sections of module content are separated by topic. So the first page of content is course preparation, refresher videos, and the Microsoft Word download that you'll need. So if we navigate through this particular page of content, I've downloaded a video that I've recorded walking you through exactly how you can download or secure your Microsoft Office full licensed version that you will absolutely need starting this week. So I'll walk you through that. The second item here is a collection of refresher videos. I find in a class like this, it's impossible to teach academic writing from the ground up. As I've mentioned before, you all come from different institutions, different backgrounds, different experience bases of writing and research, and it's impossible to teach all of that in one 15-week class. So instead, the assumption is you come here with a certain amount of knowledge at the graduate level from your undergraduate tenures. And again, the purpose of this class is to bridge the gap so that we're all at the same writing level at the standards required of graduate and professional research. What I've done to make this easier for you all is I've pulled videos from English 101 and 102 courses that I teach at the undergrad level, and some videos from a literature research methods class I teach. So all of these videos together that you see will be the high points of what you would find in English 101, 102, and then a literary research class. So you'll notice I introduce the topic and concept of academic writing. I go over some common grammar mistakes in developing a strong, what we call academic tone. I talk about a critical analytical framework here. So this is introduction to critical and analytical thinking, if you will. It walks you through how you can take a concept and you can segment it and break it down into separate components that can be analytically and critically gauged against one another. In other words, this framework is what you use when you have a topic and you want to break that topic down into manageable chunks that you can then write about and research. Developing a focus. So when you have what you think may be a really broad topic and you want to make it more and more specific, working down that topic funnel is what we call. You can check that video out. This is an introduction to APA, both of these videos. This is a slightly outdated version of how to format your overall documents, i.e. how to do a cover page, running head, etc. It is based on the last edition of APA, which was 6th edition. There weren't many changes, but I'm going to take the time in the next few days and record a slightly updated version. But that's there just in the event you want to take a look at it. Your documents, by and large, should look like what you see in that video. If you have questions about sources, we're going to cover all this in depth, but this is just an introduction for your reference. And then I talk about how you get from rhetoric and argumentation to actual academic research or academic discourse is what we refer to it. This is going to be addressed in much more detail in other videos, but if you want just a basis of understanding, you can check that out. And then an introduction to research. So again, all undergrad concepts to help refresh you. If you haven't had an English class or a writing class in quite some time, or a research methods class, literary research methods class, these videos will serve you well. So I encourage you to check those out. The second page of module content is the introduction to graduate level writing, research, and inquiry. So think of this as being content that would be covered during the first full week of our course if you were in a seated class environment. So think of it as your first real theoretical base to academic writing. You'll notice that there are 4 videos here. These are pre-recorded videos from a former class, so make sure you're not paying attention to any assignments. You're just looking at lecture content. The first 4 videos are one lecture video. They're just broken down into segments, so 4 pieces there. And then I've got 4 other videos here from Purdue that are shorter videos. And then finally, I provided a supplemental video here that I think helps people understand all of the concepts from all these videos together. So you'll want to make sure to watch these videos in detail and take notes. Be sure to take notes on any of the concepts, main points that you see, things that you find to be critical as you watch these videos, and I'll tell you why. So I'm going to navigate back over to our module page. After you review both of those sections of content, all videos, there's a document here called the IPE Prohibited Elements and Important Considerations document. This is the rules and parameters for writing, what you can and can't do. Think of it as your list of non-negotiables for writing. If you have questions about what should not be in my writing and what are some things that are encouraged to be in your writing content, you will refer to this list. We're going to talk about all of this stuff in depth, but it's a good idea that you all set eyes on this early so that you know, especially with regards to, for instance, personal pronouns or words. You will never use any of that. You will never use any of these informal conversational terms. And so from here moving forward, we're going to adhere to these, but just know that we're going to dive deeply into this. You're going to get more specific feedback and examples of this through your writing packet, but just know that this is an important document, so I want you all to review it. Finally, back to the comment about your notes, we will have an evaluation quiz of Module 2. It's going to be published on 8/30. It will be due 9/5 by 11:59, so that'll give you time after the short break after Labor Day. And the quiz is only going to cover content from this page here. I'm not going to quiz you on any elements of the refresher videos. Those videos are just here to help you. If you think you need help as a writer, which I would argue most people do, I would encourage you to watch those videos at any rate. It's going to make your life so much easier. But the quiz is going to be focused on the elements you see just in this module page here, and you'll want to make sure that you submit that quiz by 9/5, by 11:59 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. It will lock promptly at 11:59, so you won't be able to take it. If it's midnight, you won't be able to take it. Any minute past 11:59, it will lock. That also, means that if you've started the quiz but haven't finished it, it will lock and you won't be able to finish it. So I will only plug in one attempt for this, and it will be timed, but you're going to have plenty of time on it. So just keep all of those things into consideration. Make sure you have your notes ready. Make sure you reviewed all of the content. Finally, there is a writing assignment, of course. It's due at the same time, day, so Tuesday, 9/5 by 11:59. And I provide specific information on this page, but essentially what you're doing is writing a 3 to 4 page analysis of what your research interest may be. You may already know something that you want to research or a general area. These are some questions that are going to help you further define that topic, make it a little bit more focused. It's going to require you to poke around a little bit and look at some sources that may exist out in the academic realm regarding your topic. And then we're going to take this initial information and start molding it and start discovering ways that we can narrow it and make it more specific. What you'll find at the graduate level is that topics are immensely specific, and that tends to be the bulk of work within the first 2-3 weeks is really assessing your topic, what we call a research domain in the literary world or in the academic realm to exist. How much research has been done? What literature exists regarding your topic? Are there any holes or gaps missing? Are there any questions that are not being asked about the topic? So these questions will guide you through all of that, and you will submit in normal essay format with a cover page and a references page, 3 to 4 pages of content. That does not count a cover page or a references page. And then you will submit your final document in Word format, the full version of Word that you will download in this module. So really, it's watching a lot of videos, taking some notes. Keep in mind that all of this content is designed based on 3 credits. So think of it as 3 one-hour class meetings. Be sure to time everything, practice effective time management. The videos are recorded in such a way that you can listen to them in the background. You can play them on your phone, whatever's most convenient or easiest for you. If you have any questions, don't hesitate to let me know. I'm always here. And keep in mind, I always offer office hours, usually after 5 by appointment. If you'd like to meet or chat about anything, feel free to shoot me an email, and I look forward to meeting and working with you all. Enjoy your week, and let me know if you have any questions.